Today on the CTV News at 5, an update on the condition of a 25-year-old woman hit by a truck while crossing a Lethbridge street. Plus,
Stephanie Savage.
Singing sensation Stephanie Savage represents North America at the Voice of McDonald's World Finals. And
I think it would be really neat to represent Canada and Lethbridge together on the same stage.
the Olympics are just 3 months away. How a Lethbridge brother and sister are already rewriting history.
CTV News with Jackie Scantlebury.
Good afternoon. The Alberta Emergency Alert has just issued a critical wildfire alert. They say a serious fire is affecting travel on Highway 884 north of CFB Suffield. Smoke is severely reducing visibility and is creating hazardous road conditions. Highway 884 is closed to traffic from Township Road 164 to Township Road 172. A 25-year-old woman with life-threatening injuries is listed in stable condition in a Calgary hospital tonight after being hit by a truck while crossing a Lethbridge street. The victim was walking through a crosswalk at the intersection of 13th Street and 4th Avenue South yesterday morning around 10 a.m. when she was hit. She was rushed to Chinook Regional Hospital, then to Calgary's Foothills Hospital. The truck was making a left-hand turn off 4th Avenue at the time. Charges are pending against the 86-year-old woman who was behind the wheel of the truck. No names have been released. So far, 3 pedestrians have been killed on Lethbridge streets this year. Now, coincidentally, a 54-year-old man riding a bike in Medicine Hat yesterday was also hit by a car. The accident happened along South Railway Street Southeast around 3:30 in the afternoon. The victim was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The collision is still under investigation. Alberta Environment has been called to clean up a diesel fuel spill near Chin Lake Campground. Sometime Tuesday night, vandals threw diesel on a water pump house at the campground near Tabor. 3 sides of the building, the roof and the ground of the building were all soaked in fuel. If you have any information, you're urged to contact Tabor RCMP. Well, I hope you have a really cute umbrella, Dory, because it sounds like it could be a pretty solid accessory over the next few days.
I have a huge umbrella and it's got CTV logos all over it, so I can't even get it in the studio, it's so big. But yeah, I might not need one that big, but you definitely need an umbrella. If you're traveling to the west, anywhere through the Okanagan Valley, West Kootenay area, they're in heavy rainfall warning criteria, so you'll need a bigger umbrella there. But yeah, looking like a damp weekend. I'll have more details.
Thanks, Dory. Well, residents living around Stafford Boulevard North will finally get a chance to see the city's plans to expand Scenic Drive. The City of Lethbridge is holding an open house to unveil their plans to lengthen Scenic Drive further north. The expansion will provide neighborhoods such as Legacy Ridge with a direct link to the downtown. The initial 2-lane road is expected to be completed next year.
Oh, this is really our litmus test with the public that, yeah, we heard you several months ago when we had the first open house. So therefore, here's what we've changed the plans to. We've also, in the last month, done a value engineering exercise, which means we had a preliminary cost estimate from the preliminary design, and it was around $30 million, I believe. And we've done a value engineering to say, how can we redo it smarter?
The open house began about an hour ago and continues until 8 tonight at the German Canadian Club on 9th Avenue North. A local singing sensation was competing in the Voice of McDonald's World Finals today. Stephanie Savage finished second today in the worldwide singing competition in Orlando, Florida. The Lethbridge McDonald's employee performed the House of the Rising Sun to a panel of judges that included singer Toni Braxton and Canadian composer David Foster, among others. 20,000 people tried out for the competition. Savage competed against 3 others after winning the right to represent Canada in the competition. The other contestants were from Australia, Germany, and Puerto Rico that were finalists. Now, as the runner-up, Savage won $17,500 plus a trip to Nashville, and Stephanie also receives $500 to celebrate with her McDonald's co-workers when she comes home. Well, though agriculture is a big part of southern Alberta, many kids have never experienced life on the farm. This morning, Exhibition Park officials gave media a sneak peek at this year's Aggie Days. The annual event allows kids the chance to get up close with cuddly creatures and hands-on farm activities. Aggie Days teaches kids how agriculture affects their daily lives. And this year, there are 29 classes from across southern Alberta scheduled to take part in the event. Officials say it's important for students to learn how many products come from the environment.
This program started back outside of Ag Expo, which the schools were attending, which it got so congested with Ag Expo that we had to think of something else, and UFA was there to help us out with the sponsorship. And it gives the kids from all the schools and the public who wish to attend a great chance to come and see from ground to table food products, animal products, and that kind of stuff.
Aggie Days runs May 8th and 9th at Exhibition Park and is free to attend. A number of communities in southern Alberta are again organizing projects to help feed starving people around the world. Seeding has already been completed for the Coaldale Lethbridge Community Growing Project. A quarter section of land south of Coaldale has been planted with barley. Farmers are donating their time and equipment, while ag companies and local businesses are helping to cover the cost for fertilizer and other expenses. Organizers hope to raise over $100,000 this year, but that total can increase to nearly $500,000 through matching dollars from the federal government.
I get more committed every year because you get such a huge return on your charity dollar. You know, if a fertilizer company donates fertilizer, let's say they donate $3,600 of fertilizer, you'd like to get a 2-to-1 return on the fertilizer, and then you probably get 4-to-1 from CETA. So that's an 8-to-1 return on your dollar, or your charity dollar. It's unbelievable.
The reason we do this is to be able to help people that are hungry, that do not have enough food. And last year, the Canadian Food Grains Bank was able to work in 36 different countries. We spent $44 million worth of food, and we helped more than 2 million people with food aid and food security projects.
Some of the money raised this year is expected to go to buy food for people in the Sahel region of Africa. About 15 million people are being affected by 3 years of drought. Well, Lethbridge has been chosen as the first test market for a restaurant brand that will soon be showing up in Manitoba, Ontario, and other parts of the United States. Canada's first State and Main restaurant has opened on South Mayor McGrath Drive in the former Eastside Mario's location. The restaurant is owned by Calgary-based Original Joe's, which operates a pub in North Lethbridge and 48 restaurant pubs across Western Canada. But Ontario already has at least 4 other chains using a form of the Joe trademark. So the company wanted to go with a different concept as it branches out.
And we wanted a new name and kind of start fresh out there and not be mixed into the jumble. So the State and Main name was, we trademarked it in Canada and the States, and we're planning on moving down to the States with it eventually. But the concept itself is affordable food, large portions, in a new, comfortable but trendy environment.
State and Main is already open, but will mark its grand opening Sunday afternoon by giving away $50,000 worth of appetizers. When the restaurant opens at 2 p.m., the first 100 people through the door will get a gift certificate that they can redeem for a free appetizer each week. On the markets today, a lot of up arrows, except when it came to the loonie. Here are the final numbers.